Hello, everybody. This is Karma with episode 49 of My Life Stories. Welcome, any new viewers. And please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and hit the bell icon to not miss any new episodes. And if you have any free time, listen to my playlist. Also, listen to the end of this video for the name of the t-shirt contest winner. So get comfortable, put your feet up, and listen to a story called An Awesome Uncle. This story is dedicated to my favorite uncle. Love you so much, awesome uncle. I've been beyond lucky to have known Awesome Uncle, who is my husband's namesake uncle. Awesome Uncle owned a bar in Arlington, Texas that was a favorite watering hole to so many people from so many different walks of life. One of his favorite sayings was, "Never judge anyone until you have walked a mile in their shoes." In 1996, I was a newly married addition to the family. I met Awesome Uncle at his bar, and as I said, "Hi, my name is Shy Girl," and extended my hand, he grabbed me by the shoulders and planted a big kiss right on my lips. I remember being so shocked and blushing to the tips of my roots. No one in my family ever did anything remotely like that. But as I watched him working the crowd, I saw that everyone kissed him, both men and women alike. That was Awesome Uncle, just cool to the bone. He always just loved everybody. He never shied away from race, religion, or persuasion. He kissed every person he met to let them know that they had value and were worthy of love, no matter what they or the world thought of them. He would never judge a book by its cover. My husband must have noticed the look on my face, so he explained that this is what was done at the bar, and no one thought anything of it. A little background on Awesome Uncle. He got polio as a child. This happened back when polio was a new, terrifying, and incurable disease. Children were dying from polio back then, and many of them had to spend hours upon hours in iron lungs, and many were left wheelchair-bound or had to wear braces or walk with crutches. Awesome Uncle was wheelchair-bound in his later years, but polio never stopped him from ever getting anything done. As a teenager, he decided that he wanted to go water skiing with his friends. They voiced their doubts that he would be unable to join them because he was unable to use his legs. Awesome Uncle did what he always did in a situation like this. He improvised and adopted. He put the skis on his hands and tied a rope around his waist, and away they went. When Awesome Uncle was in his 30s, the building he worked at needed a new roof. Awesome Uncle locked the braces on his legs and somehow made his way up a 20-foot ladder to work on the roof himself. Once he got to the roof, he tied a rope to a bucket and hauled up all the tools he needed to replace the roof, including a 50-pound bucket of tar. And he did this barehanded. His hands were like leather, and he never wore gloves. Those same hands were soft and soothing when he provided comfort to others. He softly wiped the tears from his daughter's eyes when they were hurt or sad, and stroked his wife's face and held her during the hard times. He was a family man, rough and tough when he needed to be, gentle and soothing other times, and he was always there for his family. Word is that Awesome Uncle was unable to ever use wooden crutches to get around. He needed something stronger. He was notorious for taking 6 stair steps at a time. The sheer force he used with his upper body strength would frequently break wooden crutches, so his parents had to get him metal crutches. Awesome Uncle was pretty much a force of nature. I never saw him down or feeling sorry for himself. He made his way in the world the best he could, and he raised his 2 girls the exact same way. He was incredibly proud of both of his girls. He raised his daughters to know no fear. He taught his daughters to hunt, fish, and go camping and shoot guns. Most of all, he taught them to be self-sufficient. My husband fondly recalled two of his favorite Awesome Uncle memories. My husband said he worked with Awesome Uncle in his teens and 20s. Awesome Uncle was relentless about getting things done and expected nothing less from anyone else, and that included his daughters. At one time, Awesome Uncle was putting in a pool in his backyard. His older daughter had her boyfriend over, but donned a bikini and got to work helping Awesome Uncle and her cousin doing the digging. The boyfriend, unfortunately, was rather delicate and started to complain that the work was too hard. At that point, Awesome Uncle's younger daughter piped up with, "Well, if you're not going to work and are just going to be in the way, just go home." Which he did. I guess being oldest daughter's boyfriend was just too hard. Awesome Uncle commented that it was kind of funny that her younger sister had runned off her boyfriend, so oldest daughter was really mad at her sister for a long time after that. Awesome Uncle never told his daughters that they couldn't date someone that he didn't like. He would let them go ahead and then pray that the poor little schmucks would survive and that they would figure things out on their own. My husband said that there was no giving up with Awesome Uncle, and even though he was tired then and wanted to stop too, he just couldn't let his cousin show him up. She and my husband finished the digging for the pool, and Awesome Uncle was able to install an above-ground pool that they enjoyed for years, until they installed an in-ground pool. When Awesome Uncle's youngest daughter was 12 or 13, she began taking karate lessons. Although she had a punching bag in the garage, she always asked her dad if she could practice her kicks on him. He had always had something of a beer belly, and his younger daughter was a strong and wiry 12-year-old that liked to practice by kicking his midsection. Awesome Uncle would square himself up at the kitchen counter so she didn't accidentally kick him over, grab his cigarettes, and let his daughter go to town and practice by kicking his beer belly. In confidence, he confessed to my husband that them kicks hurt more than most men's. First time that had tested his strength. Awesome Uncle never looked at himself as a handicapped person. When he had a heart attack, his wife was the one who insisted that he get a handicap sticker. It had never occurred to him to get one. William Butler Yeats had quoted, "There are no strangers here, only friends you haven't met." This struck a chord with Awesome Uncle, who would frequently say, "There are no strangers, only friends we haven't met yet." This phrase was always associated with him, so much so that when Awesome Uncle passed, these words were printed in the back of t-shirts that were worn in his memory. His legs may have been weak, but his upper body strength was incredible. Apparently everyone at the bar knew this. When he first opened the bar, bigger, supposedly stronger men had challenged Awesome Uncle with a firm handshake, only to have to get off the ground crying and holding their injured hands. Let's just say that no one ever wanted to shake Awesome Uncle's hand, unless you didn't mind getting your hand crushed in a vice grip and looking like a fool in front of everyone else. Awesome Uncle was always up to the challenge. This gave rise to one of the only rules that was strictly enforced at the bar for everyone's own protection. You either gave Awesome Uncle a kiss on the lips or you shook his hand. Both men and women would give Awesome Uncle his due and kiss him on the lips. Many an unsuspecting patron was saved from a painful injury as a result of this rule, and thankfully no one ever questioned it after so many years. After the first time, I never minded giving Awesome Uncle his kiss. He was bigger than life, just like the Godfather. He was a wonderful conversationalist, an interesting persona, and a beloved husband, father, brother, uncle, and friend. I have such fond memories of him. He sure was one of a kind, and I don't know of anyone who lived a fuller life than Awesome Uncle. Awesome Uncle, you were a legend. If you would like your story read on my channel, please submit your story to karma@karmageddon.com or post to u/Karmageddon on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials, descriptions, or pseudonyms only. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Feel free to share with family and friends, and subscribe and hit the bell icon for any new stories to be delivered to you. Also, check out my playlists whenever you have some free time. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And that's my video for today. Remember, do something nice today. Help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
See you next Tuesday. I would like to congratulate the runaway winner of the t-shirt contest with 51 likes, George. George is the winner of the $50 Visa gift card. George, PM me with your contact information so that I can send you your Visa gift card. This contest was a lot of fun and a dead heat for a while, so I've decided to also gift Dimitri and Joaquin with a special gift for their participation. So guys, PM me with your contact information so that I can get your gifts to you. Don't be afraid to try anything new this week. You never know what might happen. Have an awesome day and an awesome night, and I will see you later.